Hey, what's up everybody? Want to make a video on how to stay single. Got my notes right here. This is a video for those who are wanting to do something in their life that requires you to have time. And for me, I'm gonna share my experience. So the reason I'm personally single and I like to stay single is because I like to have time to study, to read stuff online and learn how to day trade stocks. And it requires time, it requires thinking, and it requires a lot of being stuck inside my own head and thinking of ideas. Not all the time is that necessary. Recently I have been like kind of going out and dating, and not really much, but I just talking to some girls on Tinder and on other online apps and talking to them, and it's just to kind of remove the rust that I have from not talking to girls for such a long time. But this is not saying that I'm gonna end up with a girl. I'm just saying let me just brush up on my skills to talk to girls. And in the long run, yes, I will end up in a relationship, and eventually I want to have kids, and that's mostly where it comes down to. Like, it comes down to having kids, where I want to have a relationship. Some people don't have to have kids to be in a relationship. That's fine. But for me personally, that's one of the big things. Once I'm ready to have a kid, and I would want to be in a relationship with somebody I love and care about. So let's say you have something that you want to work on, and the main thing that kind of will keep people single is they have like a goal. They have a business. For one, they have a goal of starting an online business, a retail business, any kind of business that requires your time, effort, and learning and networking with other people. So it takes away time from spending time with a valuable loved one, and so it's a sacrifice. Unless they're willing to understand, everything is possible. So you could find that partner that just is miraculously comfortable with all you're doing with your business and all that stuff, which there are people that can manage that, and I'm personally not one of those, so I personally prefer to stay single. Other things people who are single want to do is maybe travel around the world, where they don't want to be judged where they travel. They want to maybe travel to countries, third world countries, where like a partner will be like, oh no, that's not me. You could find a partner that's willing to do that and travel to like third world countries where it may not seem safe supposedly, but traveling with somebody requires a lot of collaboration, a lot of back and forth, a lot of planning, agreeing where you want to go. But when you're single and traveling single, you have the freedom of like, let me go wherever. Nobody is telling me not to do that, not to do this, where to go. It's just you, which is what I like. I like the flexibility, I like the freedom. I'm not really open to being told what to do at this point in time. You want to adventure, I mean, just kind of be like, oh, I want to live in a van and travel the country. I want to work for many different companies and not really have a stable income for now. Or I want to not really work and just work maybe 15 hours a week and live in a basement and work on a side hustle, and just venturing out and trying different things and being unformal, unsystematic, unconventional, because you do have people who just school, job, marriage, and that's it. Like, it's very routine, very traditional, very repetitive. People who have had that life are many have had the same life. There's many people who just repeat the life of another person. For me personally, again, I want to say that's bad. Anybody's welcome to do whatever they want. For me, it's like I'm a person that likes to have a lot of dopamine fire in my head due to like exploring and learning new things, and that's how I stimulate myself, by just throwing myself into new ideas and maybe hopefully traveling and trying new stuff and thinking about trying stuff. But action is where it's at. And so also another goal you may have is finance. You want to reach some financial goal. For me personally, it's the financial goal. I want to reach a financial goal before really diving into a relationship. For me, it's trading stocks. I want to be really good at trading stocks and make money off of that, replace my job from trading stocks. You may have a mission that's non-profit, a mission that is very there to help people. It's philanthropic. I think that's what it's called. You're being generous with your time, and you're helping people, either Peace Corps and organizations like that don't pay much, but they are very morally right, and they are very good for the soul and helping others. It makes you feel like a human. Another subject is, another reason to stay single is to discover what your criteria is when it comes to women or men. Whoever you want to see your partner, you want to build a criteria for the partner you want to have. And for me, I do talk to a lot of girls and women. I talk to a lot of women online. In person, I do too, but for the most part, it is to get a sense of what am I looking for in a partner. It's not like it just doesn't come to people like that. It's a process that requires refining and discovering and learning, and you do have to throw yourself into a relationship at some point. It could be short-term relationships where it's like, hey, I don't know if this is gonna last, but I want to try this for a temporary amount of time. Sounds weird, some people could be like, what the heck's wrong with you? Like, I want this for life. And I would be open to be like, hey, let's do like a contract relationship. It's like, let's do 3 months, and at the end of 3 months we break up, and if we want to come back together, so have a criteria. And this criteria could be examples like values, beliefs, communication issues, or benefits, personality, are they agreeable, what are their goals, so are they aligned with yours, and are you all going to be heading in the same direction? Is that person driven? Also understand the benefits of being single. The benefits for me is that it's flexible. I can move right now, go somewhere, and I could change job and not have effect on my partner. I could, I'm comfortable and I could eat whatever I want and make some weird sandwich like this one. There's zero judgment basically. You're testing out things like I'm testing out stock trading. I'm testing out dating apps. And dating apps, I wouldn't really take it serious because most of the people there are not really serious. And this is a tip. I think is a good tip. If you want, it does happen where you can find true love in a site, but it's less likely. It's more likely when you find it in the streets and you ask somebody out. That shows more validity that you really like that person. But of course, there's not that many women out there in the streets where you can ask them out, and it's hard, but it does show a lot of willingness. Be adventurous. I like being adventurous. It's the same thing with testing things out. I do get to be selfish with what I do with my time. I don't have to ask for permission. And I could be cheap, or you could be very, what's the opposite? Whatever the opposite of cheap is. See, I don't even know. I'm so cheap, I don't even know what the opposite of cheap is. Okay. So, yeah, again, the only reason I would start a relationship is for kids. I think having kids makes it a lot worth it. It's very beautiful. You can have a partner if you're with and not have kids, but you have to be aligned in many ways, and that is also very beautiful. And also, lastly, have a criteria for yourself. Develop your values, develop your beliefs, improve your communication, which you could improve with the partner, but you could also improve it by hanging out with friends and meeting a lot of people that could potentially be a partner. Understand your personality and see where your personality fits with another partner. What kind of partner will be open to your kind of personality. I'm not saying you have to change yourself. I'm just saying like oh, I think we get along. Once you get to know people or start dating. You're also discovering yourself basically, with this criteria. That's it. Short video, not even, it's like 10 minutes, but that's all I have, and I'll see you all. I gotta finish my torta right here. Like the video, subscribe if you're first time visiting. I post like once a week, random stuff. Yeah, bye.